Izuku Midoriya, the heart and soul of My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero Academia, stands as one of the most emotionally profound and inspiring protagonists in modern anime. His story is not merely about gaining strength, but about redefining what it means to be a hero, a symbol of courage born from vulnerability. Born in a world where 80% of the population possesses supernatural powers known as quirks, Izuku entered life as one of the rare few without one. Growing up in the bustling city of Mizudafu, his early years were filled with admiration for pro-heroes, especially the symbol of peace, All Might. His mother, Inko Midoriya, showered him with love and care, but his father, Hisashi, was largely absent, leaving her to raise a sensitive and determined boy alone. Despite being quirkless, Izuku's fascination with heroism never faded. He filled notebooks with observations about heroes, analyzing their strengths and weaknesses, a habit that reflected his keen intellect and deep empathy. Yet, this same passion made him a target for ridicule, especially from his childhood friend turned bully, Katsuki Bakugo, who saw Midoriya's dreams as foolish fantasies. This early rejection carved deep emotional scars. Being told he could never be a hero instilled feelings of powerlessness and self-doubt. However, it also sparked a quiet fire within him, a desire not for fame or revenge, but for recognition and purpose. The turning point came when he met All Might, his lifelong idol, who, after witnessing Midoriya's instinctive courage to save Bakugo despite lacking a quirk, chose him as his successor. This act of belief redefined Midoriya's destiny. It was not a gift of power, but a validation of his heart. The belief that true heroism is measured by the will to act even in the face of hopelessness. At his core, Izuku Midoriya is driven by compassion and justice. His greatest motivation is the desire to save others, not out of obligation, but out of empathy, an emotion born from understanding pain. He constantly seeks to prove that anyone, regardless of their circumstances, can become a symbol of hope. This deep-rooted idealism makes him both inspiring and tragic. His kindness is his strength, yet it often burdens him. Midoriya carries immense guilt for the harm that befalls others, always questioning whether he's doing enough. He fights not just villains, but his own insecurities, pushing his limits to protect those who believe in him. Psychologically, Midoriya is a blend of intelligence, anxiety, and determination. He's analytical to a fault, often overthinking situations, but this same quality allows him to quickly adapt in combat. His emotional intelligence is one of his defining traits. He connects deeply with others, empathizes with their struggles, and often seeks understanding over conflict. Yet, beneath his composed exterior lies a reservoir of suppressed fear. Fear of failing, of losing control, of not living up to All Might's legacy. His journey is not only physical, but deeply emotional. Learning to balance strength with compassion and self-sacrifice with self-worth in the narrative of My Hero Academia. Midoriya's role is that of the archetypal hero, the one chosen to inherit the world's greatest power, one for all. But what makes him unique is his humanity. He's not a flawless savior. He's a growing boy who cries, doubts, and bleeds. His evolution mirrors the transition from innocence to maturity, from admiration to action. Throughout the story, he becomes the emotional anchor for many, inspiring classmates like Uraraka and Todoroki, gaining the respect of Bakugo, and reigniting All Might's faith in the next generation. His influence extends beyond battles. He changes hearts. Midoriya's abilities, rooted in the legendary quirk One for All, symbolize more than raw strength. The quirk itself, a power passed down from one individual to another, represents legacy, connection, and unity. Its previous users embody the sacrifices and ideals of past generations, and by inheriting it, Midoriya carries their hopes into the future. The explosive energy of One for All reflects his internal conflict, the immense power he wields versus his fragile self-image. Every battle forces him to reconcile his fear of failure with the necessity to act. His fighting style, combining strategic precision and reckless bravery, mirrors his dual nature. Thoughtful yet impulsive, careful yet daring. Relationships play a central role in shaping Midoriya's growth. His bond with All Might is the cornerstone of his journey, a father-son dynamic rooted in mutual respect and shared purpose. All Might's belief in him serves as both a gift and a weight, driving Midoriya to live up to the title of the next symbol of peace. His complex friendship with Bakugo adds emotional depth to his story. Once a victim of Bakugo's bullying, Midoriya's unyielding respect for him challenges Bakugo's own insecurities. Their rivalry evolves into mutual understanding, symbolizing growth through conflict. Similarly, his friendships with Uraraka and Todoroki humanize him further, highlighting his warmth, humility, and quiet charisma. Conflict is the essence of Midoriya's transformation. Internally, he battles self-doubt, guilt, and the fear of becoming what he despises, a hero who loses sight of compassion. Externally, he faces relentless enemies, from the League of Villains to Shigaraki Tamura, whose ideology mirrors the dark reflection of Midoriya's ideals. Every fight, every injury, pushes him closer to understanding the burden of heroism. His journey is not just about mastering power, but about mastering himself. Through pain and perseverance, he learns that heroism is not perfection. It is persistence in the face of despair. Symbolically, Izuku Midoriya represents hope, the unyielding belief that goodness can prevail even in a broken world. In a society obsessed with strength and status, he stands for compassion and perseverance. He challenges the notion of what makes a hero, proving that true power lies not in talent or fame, but in the willingness to keep moving forward despite fear. His journey parallels humanity's own struggle, the desire to protect, to endure, and to rise again. Ultimately, Midoriya's legacy transcends power. He is not just the successor of All Might, but the evolution of his ideology. He teaches that the future of heroism depends not on perfection, but on connection, on the shared will of people who refuse to give up. His tears, his courage, and his unwavering heart make him more than a hero. They make him human, and that, more than anything, is what makes Izuku Midoriya the true symbol of peace.